podcast with me, Dan Dan, and he never promotes his own gigs. It's Danny Beardsley.
Yeah, collect.
Dude. A nice simple intro there.
Yeah, you kept that really simple.
A nice little diss. Because we've established you never promote your own gigs.
Yeah, it's not my strongest point at all.
No.
How have you been?
I've been alright, dude.
I mean, I've seen you 2 days ago, but how you been?
Let's pretend we're not seeing each other for a while. Yeah, no, I'm all good, dude. I'm all good. We've just bought some fresh coffee beans.
We have. Let's kick it off straight away. Caffeine Wonderland. Go.
With Caffeine Wonderland.
I guess dreaming on the ground with a coffee in the hand. Caffeine Wonderland.
So these are, before you sample, don't stop.
Okay, sorry.
Halt yourself. These are M&S Italian beans. A dark roast.
Okay.
I want to see what you think. I've already sampled.
It smells strong.
Yep.
In fact, we filmed the process of this, haven't we?
Yeah, but it'll be about 6 months before this comes out, probably. What are you thinking? What's your tasting notes on this one?
It tastes like coffee. Very nice coffee.
That's good.
You can. It tastes quite dark to me.
Yeah.
Which I love.
It's a bit less complex, I think, than the last lot of beans that we had.
Yeah, compared to Lavazza and Grind. What was the other one?
Simpler.
We had another one, didn't we?
It's a simpler blend, I think.
I do like it though.
Very nice.
I do like it.
It's a good one, isn't it?
My palate is.
I feel like
applauding.
the thing you need to up with your coffee game.
And do
bear in
what?
mind, I think I made this one effectively, but what you need to up is your milk game. So your milk is textureless. Where's your milk texture?
It is actually, but I tried to use that frother, didn't I?
Yeah, that was embarrassing though.
You weren't impressed with
Yeah,
that at all, were you?
it had a lack of battery to begin with, and then it just lightly frothed. And it had
it's
no
not-
impact on the drink
Yeah,
at all.
it wasn't ideal.
You need to sort your milk game out, dude.
Yeah. What have you been up to though? Anything good?
All the boring stuff, really, dude. All like the doing the shopping, cleaning the car, of that kind of
It's
stuff.
a nice car though. And I like that you've got bass strings in your car.
Oh yeah, we need to do a video on
Yeah.
that at some point. So in each kind of door, there's going to be where you keep like your side shit. Should we call it side shit? Where you keep your side shit.
That's where you keep your pocket meat.
Not anymore. That's where you keep. Yeah, it's got guitar. It's got like is it three strings on each door, and there's tunes slightly different, aren't they? So my side, the driver's side, you can kind of get like there's a Motown song I think you can get out of that. Yeah. And what was you playing on your side?
I can't really remember now, but I think it was like a nursery rhyme.
I think they're all tunes slightly different.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to do a car song at some point.
Yeah. We're going to do a full demo.
A full jingle maybe.
Yeah.
Car chat jingle.
Why not?
We'll wait till the summertime, I think, for that to get some outdoor filming done.
Yeah, when it's a bit nicer.
It's a bit nice. It's been nice today though.
It's the first day of spring today, wasn't it?
Oh, it's been lovely.
Not to date this episode, but
I think so. It's 20 degrees in my car earlier.
it's lovely. It's been beautiful. Clear skies.
What have you been up to, Danny?
Pretty steady at the minute. Just like lots of prep work. I've got some masterclasses coming up.
Oh, can you tell us more about that?
Well, I need to get more details on it myself yet, but just guitar performance really, and Q&A and showing some technique.
So you're doing a guitar masterclass. Is that a university or something like that?
Yes, Nottingham University Confetti Studio.
So what you're saying is you're a master?
No.
Is that what that's saying? Surely masterclass, class with a master. Are you going to change your Instagram profile to Danny Beardsley, master guitarist?
I'm hoping that the questions aren't too technically based.
I think you'll be fine, dude. You're definitely underselling yourself.
When you, well, it's like when you play by feel. You play by in a reactive manner, and kind of what you hear in your head.
Yeah.
And you kind of find it on the fretboard afterwards, and then understand what you're doing.
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't necessarily approach it in a
technical way.
Yeah, a lot of the time anyway.
Yeah,
But
I find you're a bit more loose technically, like playing wise, but I find you're very technically proficient production wise.
Oh,
It's a
that's
compliment.
yeah. I'm waiting for the next comment.
No,
which
it's a
is-
compliment. It's a compliment, dude. Like the way you've always wrote your guitar lines, it's based on feeling, isn't it? I think a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think so.
And what sounds good to you?
It's the most important thing, really, at the end of the day.
Well,
but it's trying to.
I'd say what sounds good to other people is probably better, Danny, for your profession.
It's got to sound right to you, though, hasn't it? It's got to be sincere.
Well, yes, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you are right,
Yeah.
of course.
But yeah, apart from that, preparing for that, and then I've got an acoustic gig at Mayfest.
Have you got your set list ready?
Wolverhampton again.
Got your set list ready?
Yeah, it's ready,
I know you
mate.
have because
Yeah.
I've seen it. And listeners, I'm going to reveal something now. He's already put an encore in there already.
It's not.
He's ready for the encore.
No, my daughter was like, "Do you want to put an extra song in just in case?" I was like, "Yeah, go on then."
No, guys, it says on it encore.
It
says pause. It says at the bottom, pause for applause. Encore.
Feed ego. Anyway, more importantly, I cooked my first soup today with my daughter.
Your first ever soup.
What did you think of it? Because
It was spinach, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was very nice.
It was like
Very nice, very eatable.
there was 400 grams of
Spinach.
in it.
Yeah, but spinach like disappears.
It did. I don't know where it all went.
It's a strange thing, spinach is, because however much have you got of it, it like literally dissolves into nothing.
I don't know where it goes.
I think it's like 99.99% water, 0.01% green.
That's technically what it is. Just green.
Green. Chlorophyll. Green.
What's in spinach? Green.
It's mainly green and water. Manifested itself into the world. It was very nice, dude. And we had that, what was that salt we put on it, on top?
Lava salt.
Black lava salt.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, mate. I'm glad you liked it. Nice, healthy meal.
It was very healthy. A whole meal bread as well with it.
And
Whole
then
meal
you...
baguette thing.
And then we've been smashing some... What are they?
Posh Jaffa cakes.
Posh Jaffa cakes from M&S.
They're up there.
Of course.
I want to get one, but I don't want to disturb the studio setup. So let's quickly get through this segment so I can get one while I've got my coffee.
Dude, what have you been listening to?
I've been listening to, dude, The War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
The original Jeff Wayne soundtrack.
Is this the one with Phil Lynott on?
Yeah, Phil Lynott, David Essex.
David Essex is on it.
Yeah, he's one of the singers.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
It's on in April, dude, in the arena. I really want to go. I'm thinking
How much are tickets?
probably about £70 or £80. I'll have to have a look. But
Yeah, let us know, because I
I just need to make sure first that it's actually got the full orchestra set up, because there's no point in going if it hasn't. But I imagine it has.
if it's the same one that's been touring the last few years, Newton Faulkner's been singing on it.
Oh, really?
And
Nathan
Nathan James.
Yes.
we did a slow fact check.
Yes, I've been glorious.
Great voice.
Great voice. I don't know what part he plays, but it'd be a good one. Have you ever listened to it all?
No, I might have. You might have put it on in the car when we've travelled back from a gig or something.
Definitely would have.
I'm
put it
sure
on in
you
the car.
have, because I remember the.
I
can't remember.
That was wrong.
Just do it for me.
The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, they say. The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, but still they come.
Oh, I came in too early with the bugle.
Not sure it's a bugle in real life.
We're using it now.
My version was a bugle.
Get your bugle out.
What have you been up to, dude? No, what have you been listening to?
Yeah, I know what you meant. I was just waiting for you to realise what you were.
My error.
What have I been listening to?
That's the question.
Right, I've been listening to Sam Fender.
Oh,
I know.
keep going
I know.
on about him all the time.
I think he's a great songwriter, and he seems like a cool dude as well.
I need to be fair, I've never really listened to him, so I need to give him...
That album, People Watching,
Okay.
really, really great. I mean, the last song, I think it's the last song, Remember My Name. If you watch the video on that, it's like, tearjerker.
Is it?
Flipping, yeah. He's like a proper, I don't know, I kind of get Bruce Springsteen vibes.
Not really a big Bruce Springsteen fan, if I'm honest. I don't care for him. It's very generic.
It's not post-rock, so...
No, it's not.
And it's not instrumental, so...
It's all the things I hate about music.
Anyway, and I've slagged off Sam Fender and Bruce Springsteen.
I don't give a fuck.
Should we crack on with the pod?
Let's crack on.
We've got a great guest this week.
We've got a cracking guest.
Enjoy.
Indeed.
Well, how are you guys finding it?
Oh, we're loving it.
Yeah.
We're loving it, yeah.
Absolutely loving it.
It beats taking all the gear out on the road and doing gigs and stuff, for me anyway.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it's a change for us, isn't it? From from all the gigging and stuff we used to do.
But we talk a load of rubbish, so we're going to quite enjoy recording
Yeah.
and talking a load of rubbish. So,
Okay. I was trying to think of what's her name again. The person they say you look like.
Geddy Lee.
No, the other one.
Geddy Lee, yeah, he comes up quite a bit.
Sigourney Weaver.
Here we go. Sigourney Weaver burn.
Already. He does though, doesn't he? Especially in that. You see that the thing when he's got his tight little throw.
The tight, yeah, it was like very tight, wasn't it?
Aliens 2 kind of Sigourney Weaver vibes.
Yeah.
We love it. Did you want to be referred to as Davina Songbird?
Yes, please.
Or
Is that
yes,
your-
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, because we didn't know whether you wanted to be Davina Simon or Davina
Yeah, Songbird. Yeah, I might change my name. Who
Do
cares?
it.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
I walked into the haberdashery the other day and the guy was like, Songbird! I was like, yes! So I'm known as Songbird
That's it.
now.
That's it, isn't it?
That's
That's-
Yeah.
If people know you as that, it's perfect.
Yep. Who is Davina Simon?
Well, you build your brand off a Songbird, can't you? Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a,
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
Just sticking
My
people's
logo
names.
is like songbirds and it's all a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, stay here. Stay here.
No,
Stay
no,
close.
no, it's fine.
You'll find, what you'll find with me is I'm like this at some point. I'm
I'll
sitting
start
down,
doing it, yeah.
talking over here. Daddy has to
Right,
Yeah,
tell me off. He'll tell me off at some point, but he won't tell you off. So
Okay.
you're all right. Okay.
Yeah, you
I'm a
create.
songbird. You can't tell me off. You tell Davina Simon off. You can't tell Davina Songbird off.
It's not like the last few episodes. He's been like, I don't know what you've been doing because there's nothing hanging down, but there's like a tap, there's a bang somewhere all the time, and it's like, oh,
It might be my little legs floating against the floor.
little legs flapping around.
My little flappy legs.
So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. Yes. So I'm Davina Songbird. I always say born in London, raised in Luton, made in Nottingham. It's my
Oh.
thing because Nottingham is where it made me kind of musically. I am a singer, songwriter, spoken word artist, now a bit of an event organizer, which is a new thing that I'm doing now, which is interesting. And I sing kind of neo soul, jazz. I sing at jazz clubs. I'm getting into trying out different genres as well now. So a little
Yeah.
bit rocky vibes as well, a little bit.
Yeah, we saw
nice.
that new track, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, where did we see you? I can't remember the name of the festival now.
Stealth. No, that was...
It was at
Beat the
Stealth.
Street, it was Beat the Streets, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw the rock track that you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really rocky. It
I
sounded
know.
great.
The band love it. The band
I can
absolutely
imagine,
love it.
yeah.
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 Because it's the guitarist, don't you?
Disco.
Yeah, Disco, the
Yeah,
guitarist. Yeah.
Small world.
It's a small world,
Such a
isn't
small
it?
world. It's when we were performing at Saltbox, and then
Yeah.
you were there supporting like you, and then you sort of said to him, "Oh, wait, I've seen you on stage with Davina Songbird." And
It's so
all kinda
strange,
works
isn't it?
out. Yeah. God, I love disco.
But yeah, I think I've caught you a few times at Saltbox in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame they're not doing that anymore, isn't it?
Has he moved it somewhere else now?
He's
or is
not
it-
yet. They're thinking about it, but they've not made a plan.
Ah, okay.
It is a shame because it was a really
Yeah.
good, really
So
good night.
Yeah.
They're-
Yeah.
I suppose I bet you've done the rescue rooms one, have you? The one on a Monday night.
Oh, acoustic rooms.
Yeah, acoustic rooms, yeah. That
that's
one's
every
good as
week.
well.
That's really good. The only thing about that, I think, is that it's quite loud. So people aren't always listening. Although
Yeah.
if I sing a cappella, they all shut up. But it's a
imagine.
great crowd and a great vibe at acoustic rooms, like a little family. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really good.
It gets overcrowded, super busy, doesn't
Sometimes.
it? Have you been to that one yet?
No, I've not been to that one yet.
I went with
Ooh.
Martin. We went. Oh, I bet it was a year ago now. So.
Am I missing
I'm
out?
doing my single launch there soon, so you'll have to
Oh.
come to that one.
Oh,
Please
yes.
let us
Yes.
know.
Yeah,
Yes.
let us know the date of that because
Yeah.
we was just about to ask you actually. What are you working on at the moment? Is there anything you want to promote?
Oh, so many things. So yeah, the next single, Warrior. So I mean, all my music is very much in self-empowerment, self-love. My kind of thing is to fix your crown. You'll always see me doing the fix your crown thing.
Yep.
And Warrior is the one that's a little bit rocky, but it's still with the Davina Songbird vibes of, just show your strength, know who you are. So that's coming out early April, and that will be at Acoustic Rooms to do that. And then so many things. I mean, with the spoken word, I'm a member of Gobs, and I'm a member of Poets Off the Ends as well. So Gobs, I'm doing a set with at the Unique Festival at New Art Exchange on the 13th of March.
Well, I don't know what Gobs is.
Oh,
What
so,
is
so
it?
Gobs is a poetry collective.
Okay,
A huge
okay.
poetry collective. And then Poets Off the Ends is another poetry collective. So two separate poetry collectives in Nottingham.
Oh, brilliant.
We're doing all sorts. I mean, with Poets Off the Ends, we're doing all the festivals this year. Hockley Hustle, obviously Poetry Festival.
Yep.
Splendour, apparently.
Oh, nice.
I know, it's poetry, it should be exciting. And I've got, Community. Have you heard of Community? They are a great kind of grassroots community sort of organisation. And I'm doing a really nice event with them on March the 23rd, which is about nurturing like the self behind, like the Davina Simon behind the Davina Songbird.
Yeah.
So nurturing yourself behind the artist and just talking about mental health in music. So
Yeah.
I'm doing that to young people, doing a talk, doing a performance, which would be really nice.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
we need
then-
more of that, don't we? People are
We do. I
opening up about
love
it.
your positivity vibe. It's
Yeah.
brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, everything. And, you know, because I think I've been through a lot and I've come through, and I think I feel like now my whole purpose on this world is to just, especially for young women, but young people in general, is to just raise them up and make sure they know their worth. That's the
Yeah.
thing that's missing at the moment, is that, especially now that you compare yourself so much to people like in social media. And like one of my favorite lines is, if you compare your behind the scenes to everybody else's show reel, you'll find yourself lacking. Because everyone
Oh, yeah.
online is showing the best selves.
Yeah, of course,
And you're
yeah.
sitting there thinking about your real life. So yeah, everything I do, I think at the moment, is to try and build people up, and which is why like the promoter hat comes in. I'm trying to put on events and kind of empower people.
it's lovely. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful
Yeah,
thing.
Absolutely
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Yeah, it definitely resonates with myself and Heather, because of obviously we're raising a little girl,
Yeah.
and we want her to be strong and confident, and
Absolutely.
you know, and not be affected by. Well, I mean, everybody gets affected by mental health, unfortunately, at some point, but
Yeah.
give her the tools that she needs
Yeah,
to be able
that's
to
the
cope
thing.
with it.
Absolutely,
As we all
because
do.
yeah, like a huge amount of the population are going to be affected by it, or
Yeah.
know someone who is, and you just have to be able to figure out who you are throughout it and get out the other end, which is
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
aim.
that's a tough yeah,
That's the tough bit.
yeah,
That's the tough bit.
that is the hard bit, isn't it? Trying
Yeah.
to navigate through it all, because I think when you experience any kind of mental health thing for the first time, speaking personally, you don't really know what's going off.
Yeah.
You just feel a bit lost, don't you? So
Yeah.
I think once that's like I said before about having these tools to be able to pull yourself out of.
Well, I think we spoke about it before. This podcast has really helped me in terms of mental health and stuff, in
good.
terms of giving more of a purpose. And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's about latching onto the things that make you feel good and
Yeah.
and kind of improve yourself, which is exactly what
Definitely.
you're doing, really, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and when you realise that you're not alone, I think sometimes when you're going
Yeah.
through whatever you're going through, you think you're the only person, and as soon as you talk about it, other people will then be like, "Oh, I've done it too," or I've been through it,"
Yeah.
and then you kind of feel that you've got a community around you, which is nice.
It's that sharing, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the key thing.
it sounds cheesy, but that weight.
Yeah.
It does feel like it lifts, doesn't it? It's amazing.
It does. It's,
really.
it's a strange feeling at first,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? When it first happens, you're like, oh, it's not just me going through that. So, like,
Yeah.
pretty much everyone's going through something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And like Dan said earlier, the reason why we're doing this podcast is to just spread a bit of joy.
Love
Because
that.
if the
Love
world
that.
needs joy at the moment, doesn't it? 'Cause
More than ever.
more than ever. So that's why we're doing something fun like this and helping
I know, it's
promote
great.
other musicians in the process.
Love it.
Doing a little bit to fight the dickheads of the world. A little bit.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on. This is exciting.
Yes. Thanks for coming on.
We're very excited to have you on because you're kind of outside our usual rock world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was worried about that at first, but then I was like, okay, I'm just going to bring a different vibe.
It's not all about the band. Anyway. This podcast's not about the band you create. It's about the stories that tell along the way.
It's a good band, though.
There you go.
Good band. You say that first. Now I'm like, actually, it's really good.
Well, and we look forward to nothing more than listening to all the members of your band as well.
Yeah.
So that's one of our favourite jobs, where we get to kind of review your band a little
Yeah.
bit, but we get to listen to like all the tracks, and we find some right gems, don't we?
Yeah,
Danny?
yeah, totally. And we hear off other listeners. They're like, "Oh, I was listening to that episode, and it's helped me discover a new band, or the artist that's being interviewed, they didn't know who they were, and it's really helping spread the word, isn't it? Of
Brilliant.
yes,
I love it.
You
it's
guys are
working.
a great vibe as well. Just like listening to your podcast as well. Just like even the beginning bit when you're just chatting, it's a good vibe.
Oh,
A good kind of, you can tell the friendship.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've
Well,
been
we'll
friends.
go back a long way.
Yeah, very long way.
We used to have those conversations 15, 20 years ago, but they weren't recorded.
Yeah, now we're
yeah.
putting them on tape.
For the world to see and assess.
Exactly.
I was actually because it was all Dan's idea. He always wanted to do a podcast, and I was kind of worried at first that we'd run out of things to talk about.
Never.
But we're finding that we're having to right. Let's crack on.
We've got too much to say.
Yeah,
The 4-hour-long podcast.
Oh, there's been some really long
Really?
ones. There's a
Yeah.
3-hour one coming up soon.
Phil's is actually it's 2 hours. Yeah,
It'll be out.
We'll
It'll be out.
cut
That's
this
what that will win. Oh, good times.
Should we start it? Should we start the dream band process?
Let's do it.
Are we ready?
Davina Songbird. Who are you going to be in this band? What are you going to be doing?
We will be just fine.
I am absolutely the singer
Of course.
and songwriter, performer extraordinaire.
Yes.
I like that section. Can we put that in there? Performer extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire. Yes, I am
love
the
that.
face of the band. Yeah, there can be nobody else. Imagine if I just sat back and just watched someone else sing.
We
my
wouldn't
songs.
allow it. We wouldn't allow it, Davina. We've seen you sing.
Yeah, definitely.
The front woman.
Yes.
I love it.
Indeed. Excellent. Well, that's excellent news. So if you couldn't sing, should we discuss that now?
Oh, do it. Let's do it, Danny.
Who would be the stand-in vocalist if you couldn't make a show, let's say? Or
I mean, if I couldn't make a show, the show's not happening. But
great answer.
Cancelled.
where you get your money back that day and you come back the next day when I'm better. Or they're saying that I have sang and pushed through when I probably should have stopped singing. So I probably would do the song at the show anyway. But I would say, I mean, one of them I've kind of put, because I've got a backing singer whole thing. I've got a harmony section, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
So I think Samara Joy, I think, would be the only person that I can think of that was done. If it was back in the day, it would be Nina Simone. So Nina Simone is a huge sort of influence for me. And then Samara Joy now, I think, is doing to jazz music a little bit what she did then, but making it current.
I don't think I've heard of Samara Joy.
Oh, she's great.
Can
She's
you
like
educate
24.
me a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah. She's 24. She's based in America, and she is a jazz singer, like through and through jazz singer. She's won how many Grammys? And what I love about her is that she is keeping it jazz. So, and she does a Christmas album. So my whole thing is Christmas. I did say 2025. We're now in 2025, but I'm manifesting. 2025, Samara times Davina Christmas album is the plan. But she is a powerhouse, and she is great on harmonies. She writes her music. She leads her whole band. She actually did a whole tour with her family at Christmas, which was lovely in America. So I'm waiting for her to come to the UK because I want to see her. But yeah, she is jazz and full jazz, the scatting, the everything, which I'm always scared to do. So she would be the only one who could stand in for me.
Okay.
We need to have a listen, dude.
Yes, definitely. I don't know if I'll spell her name right, but
We'll find it.
We'll try and
We'll
find
find
it.
it. Put jazz next to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will auto. It'll auto do it.
Oh, wicked.
Is there any standout tracks by her that you'd recommend we listen to?
Listen to her Christmas album.
The Christmas
So
album, okay.
yeah, she does some covers, but because there's no one, she has such a unique voice, and I love that about myself as well. I think that my voice is quite unique, and I'm not kind of
It is, definitely.
I'm not going with what's around now, and that's kind of you like it or you don't kind of thing. But she's the same. Her voice could absolutely work back in the day with the Ninas and the Arethas.
Oh, cool.
But she's doing it now, and she's sticking with that, and not kind of just going pop or R&B, which of course is great, but it's very few kind of well-known jazz singers out there.
Yeah.
And her voice is just so pure. So yeah, Samara Joy. But it's me.
It's you.
It's my show.
Yeah.
Sorry, Samara.
Excellent.
You're not in the band.
Sorry.
We should actually add that we've discussed your voice in the past.
Okay.
And the thing that we really like about your voice is not only have you got you've got a great range, but you embrace the lower end of the range as well.
Yes.
So it's got like this, your
power.
voice has got so much
Thank you.
texture. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. 'cause
I
we
do
love
really
it.
pride myself on that. I didn't have singing lessons or anything growing up at all.
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
The lessons
And then
and
I joined with Baby People. I don't think you guys have heard of Baby People in Derby. And I joined a kind of development program with them. And I had like 4 singing lessons with this amazing singing teacher in Derby. And she's trying to sort of get me to push into my mixed voice. But thankfully, she's also helping me just to strengthen my lower tone as well. So she hasn't sort of said, oh, let's go sky high.
Yeah.
We're going to keep that low.
Good.
Yeah.
That gives it a real, it's umptious.
Everyone gets
Umptious.
that. I get like the, brown sugar, melted butter. I had a cold once and someone said I sound like Barry White. Okay.
That's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
So yeah, I will forever stick. I mean, that is, that's where I'm comfortable and that's where the emotion is.
Yes.
You don't hear a lot of it though. That's the thing. It's not common, is it?
No.
Yeah, a lot of especially like the modern. I'm not really into like popular. I'm choosing my words wrong. Like pop music, like pop singers. They've got this male and female. They've all got this similar kind of placement with their voice, and it's very hard to pick out which artist is which a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I think
they're all in the same mid-range. That very narrow kind of band of what their voices sound like.
Yeah,
and I find it boring, but you know,
you'll know when the Davina Songbird song track comes up. And also like being in choirs. So I'm a female tenor. And so it's quite nice. There's usually just me or just a couple of women in the tenor section, but choirs are always screaming for tenors. So it's always nice to be there and then be a tenor that can have a higher range as well. It's quite nice.
Awesome.
Right, we've got some rules.
Time for the rules, baby.
We have got some rules, I'm afraid.
I am adhering to the rules today. I know your rules. I am a rule.
Okay.
We're going to go through the rules anyway.
Yes.
Because we've got a jingle that we've put in front of it.
Oh, no,
so,
okay.
So no current or past band members in this dream band of yours.
And you can't choose more than one member from the same band.
Ed.
Why would you?
Yes.
Why would you?
I do have to say, though, that my band are amazing. And this was very hard because I wanted to pick my band, my current band that I work with, but I am a stickler for the rules.
So are we. We wouldn't allow it.
First member.
Your dream drummer.
Okay, so I found this quite hard because, you know, as a vocalist, I'm always thinking vocals. And I thought, what perfect way to think about it as an artist who I love their sound and I love their rhythm, and then look at the person who's making that rhythm. And that is James Brown's drummer.
Okay.
Okay. He's not actually alive anymore.
That's all right, we can resurrect.
But his Clyde Stubblefield.
Clyde, what a great name.
I know, right?
Clyde Stubblefield.
And he has some drum solos out, so he is a phenomenal drummer. But for me, I mean, the other thing I think is that James Brown is such a powerhouse with his rhythm, and when he's on stage, that there has to be someone behind that, keeping that rhythm and keeping that going. And when you look at Clyde play, he's just sort of so stoic. And he just knows what he's doing, and he looks calm. I mean, I don't know what's going on in his brain, but
He's counting.
It's like, oh my gosh. But to keep that, I mean, like Get Up is you hear him a bit on that, and that I think I could have him trusted behind me and know that he's keeping the tempo and know that I'm safe.
I mean, those older drummers as well, they didn't have the click tracks or anything like that back in the day, did they? So they had a harder job than a lot of the modern drummers these days.
That's true.
And what great groove.
Yes.
What great groove.
Yeah, they can like bounce around the pulse of the song. Like,
It brings it alive a little bit more, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah.
Well, they can waver from that straight, do you know what I mean? And adapt a little bit.
Yeah.
And I love a little drum solo as well. Love it.
Yes. Oh, wicked. So we're going with the track Get Up. That would be a standout track from a drum perspective for you.
Yeah, I can feel
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah.
What other questions do we ask?
They're on there, Di. Can you not read? Can you read?
I'm out of practice. We haven't had an interview for...
Well, we're on interviews, but we've not done one in the flesh for a while now. We've done loads on Zoom.
Yeah, it's been Zoom for
We've been zooming away. And it's really nice to have someone actually in the room with us for a change.
Vibe with.
Yeah.
Cool.
We can ask if you've seen them or met them, but I don't know when this guy passed away.
I think like 2017, he was quite old, so no, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would, like James Brown, I would love to go see James Brown. I haven't actually seen many people in like gigs, main gigs, lots of local people. I go to local gigs all the time, but I haven't seen any main big gigs really. I just watch a lot and listen a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube these days, you can watch them all on
Everything.
That's the wonder of it, isn't it, really? You can get any gig that you want to kind of watch and go, oh, I'll just stick it on YouTube rather than actually go out and...
I know, it's a shame in a way, but at least it means it's accessible to people, isn't it?
It is, and you support lots of local artists as well.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
there you go.
Have you got any honourable mentions as far...
Okay, so he's not really known as a drummer, but I saw a Tiny Desk that he did, and he was singing and playing drums at the same time, and that was Anderson .Paak.
Oh,
because I just thought, wow, like, I don't know. I mean, I can't play the drums, but I couldn't even play like bongos and stuff like that and sing really well at the same time.
An Anderson .Paak song, David. I don't know why I listened to it. Oh, I was trying to, this is for the podcast actually. It was going to be for the podcast. I was trying to look for great examples of snare drums.
Ah, okay.
And weirdly, an Anderson .Paak song came up. I can't remember which one it was now, but one of them came up.
I had no idea until I saw that Tiny Desk that he played drums as well.
And we've been watching some Tiny Desk videos recently.
Oh my gosh, Tiny Desk.
Like them.
Call me Tiny Desk. I'm here. I'm ready.
Oh, you've been brilliant as well.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. I love the setting and everything. It's really like just chill, isn't it?
I need to see the audience. Have you ever seen the audience?
I
want to see what that perspective looks like.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you've seen...
Oh, no. Just to see like how big the room is, like what's going on with these people. That'd be interesting.
Like a little cafe bookshop kind of vibe, isn't it? It's great.
They're great, aren't they? Like the vibe from it all is it's perfect, really.
I could also, if I did have, I know I haven't put him in the band properly, but you know, if Clyde was taking a day off, then Anderson could do some backing vocals. He could do a little rap in a song as well.
Yeah,
could be quite handy.
Somewhere different, can't
it? Yeah, because the whole kind of, I mean, I'd say the vibe of the band now. It's a kind of jazz, soul, funk vibe.
Nice.
So
Right, it's a
he
good
could
mix.
put a little backing vocal from him in there.
Decent.
Yeah.
When Clyde has his day off.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, it's hard work being resurrected, so
Yeah.
he's going to have a day.
It is. Every now and again, you need a massage. You need someone-
He's got to pace himself.
Bloody hell, I need more than a massage if I got resurrected. I need some extensive work.
Right, we're not sure on what instruments you're going to choose. So we'd normally say, are you going to be having a rhythm guitarist? But if you're not, are you having a keyboard player?
Can I have... Okay, no, yeah, I'm going to keep this rhythm guitarist then as
Okay,
my backup guitarist. So I would have a keyboard player.
Okay.
And also, this person needs to give me a call. Jules Holland
Jules.
would be my keyboard player because like I need to go on his show as well. My mum's absolute wish of my life as well for me to go on Jules Holland's show. But just jazz, keys, Jules. That's like literally
He can literally sit down and play any song, can't
anything.
he? Yeah.
And he can just play along to anything. He doesn't need to be the main. He doesn't like, because I think with some of the people I got coming up, he is going to be a bit kind of competition in the band.
Yeah.
I've got to keep it controlled. But maybe he can bring like uncle vibes and keep everyone calm and controlled and
that, yeah,
lead the band as well.
Yeah, he's a chill guy.
He's
isn't he?
a chill guy.
He's a chill
yeah.
guy. I watch a Hootenanny every year. So, I mean, I love just the vibe of it all.
The
and
vibe.
The
My
different.
mum's actual dream is, and Ruby, is it Ruby? What's her last name? But she's always on the Hootenanny every year
Yes.
for the last, like my whole lifetime, I feel
Yeah, I
like.
can't remember. Yeah.
That whole vibe. Yeah. I need to be
Excellent.
on a Hootenanny. Thank you, Jules.
Good old
I know
Jules
you're
Holland.
listening. Give me a call.
Let's hope he is.
Imagine.
get him on.
imagine.
And he can be walking around backwards everywhere. Have you noticed that? He seems to like on the Hootenanny. He
Yeah,
just walks
he's
around
very
backwards, doesn't he?
He's a strange man, isn't he? Let's be honest.
He's
a strange.
eccentric.
He's eccentric. That's the right
Eccentric.
word.
That's
Yes.
the better word.
That's
to
the
use,
better
Daniel.
word.
I think he's doing like not just the Hootenanny, but he's doing sort of like the Jules Holland show. Was it live with Jules Holland?
No, yeah, live with Jules Holland.
So
Yeah.
I'm happy to do that as well, Jules. Happy.
I mean, he does like foster a lot of new artists and things,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He has a lot, and I think he's branching out a bit as well because like Jade from Girls Aloud, she was on at the last Hootenanny. So he's branching out from just the traditional jazz,
Yeah.
which I love. So he can do anything. I think he could do a bit of rock. Could get more Warrior.
Yeah, exactly.
I just love how he just slides onto the piano and then he's literally just like straight into it.
Yeah.
And he's
Just freestyle. It's not even
Just
like he's
freestyle.
doing real chords of things. He's just
on it
having
every
a good
time, isn't he? Yeah, exactly. He's just having a good time.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he is.
And he's got the experience of working with many different musicians, hasn't he, on the fly, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
Especially in that jazz setting.
Indeed. Great point, Daddy. Do you have any honourable mentions?
I'm going to say no because
That's fine.
Only Jules will do.
Only Jules will do. I mean, I feel like I work with two amazing keys players right now, and they both would absolutely be like my number one. Even we love you, Jules, but they completely get me because I work with
Who
like
are
Eli Ellis, phenomenal, and then Ed Simons.
I bet we'd have seen one of those at Saltbox, wouldn't we?
Yeah. That particular day, I didn't have keys that day.
Okay.
But yeah, at times I've either worked with Ed or Eli. Eli's in the main band, and then I do lots of bits with Ed as well.
Nice.
So yeah, they just get my brain. Because I played piano like when I was a child, and then I played cello.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
days, I know.
I'm a bass player, so I'd love
Yeah, you get it.
I'd love a cello one day.
No, I do keep thinking about getting back to cello and having like an electric cello. Have you seen the electric
yes,
ones?
yeah.
In bright purple,
yeah.
that would be
Because
beautiful.
they're quite thin, they're quite nice and
Imagine,
elegant,
and
aren't
nobody
they?
would expect it. Just sing, and then just boom. But then I don't play it anymore. But I don't. So when I'm kind of explaining my songs to the band, I'm very much like,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. And then those who just get it, they just get what I'm saying. They get what chords I mean. Yeah, they're great.
That's exactly what you need, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But sorry, they're not in the band. Jules Holland.
They're not in the
Jules
band.
Holland.
Jules Holland is in the Dream Band.
It's literally just slid onto that piano bench and they
Yes.
start playing straight instantly.
Yes.
He's there to stay. I was going to say, have you met him before? But not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But absolutely. When I do my Christmas album with Samara Joy, we are both going to be on Jules Holland.
Perfect.
That's the plan.
Yep.
Manifesting that to the
For
world.
on the Hootenanny?
On the Hootenanny.
On the Hootenanny.
I'm just waiting for that call. And then my line's probably a bit busy sometimes, Jules, but it's there for you.
It's going to happen. We're going to make it
Yes.
happen.
Do you want to take this one?
Oh, yes, my favourite member of the band, your dream bass player.
So, Erykah Badu's bassist, Braylon Lacey.
Oh, I don't think I've heard them.
So, if you think of On and On, would be an Erykah Badu song. So, as far as I know, he mainly plays with Erykah, so I don't think he's done. But if you have a look on YouTube as well, and you put in Erykah Bassist Jam, it's 2014.
Yeah.
And he's doing the craziest solo I have seen. So he's like on the Erykah songs, it's it's quite a bass line that's going over and over and over and repeated, but it's noticeable and it gives the groove. But then when he does his solo stuff, like the speed that his fingers are going, and like I've got a thing about bassists. Like I just love a bassist because they're just always so calm.
They're
and
the best
relaxed.
members of the band.
Honestly, after the singer, the bassist. But if the singer is a diva, the bassist is just literally cool, like a polar bear. Like that's what I think.
You've not seen him play
then. To watch Braylon just be calm and cool, and I just imagine what he would be like in the band. Just dependable. I again have the best bassist in mind, which is Matt. Matt is in Days of Tomorrow as well, but we're not going to talk about that band. Talk about this band. But I would like to have in this band someone who can be that cool and chill and just looks like he could take direction.
Yeah.
But then also we all just step back and let him go.
Let him shred. Shred with his fingers.
Shred. I like, shred. Shred is the word. So have a look at that YouTube. And
is he all fingerstyle? Does he do some slap, pop, all that kind of stuff? Or is he just?
I think just
extremely
fingers,
fast.
Just so fast. Just But in his face and everything just looks very chill and calm. I feel like in this band, I'm going to be the one that looks like I'm stressing, and everyone else is just, because they're just great.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not that kind of bass player. I'm a stressed kind of bass player a lot of the time. I've not advanced to that chill stage yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
I blame the kind of music I was playing.
What was that?
It's going to be
Hard rock. It's the stuff that he wrote.
Yeah, it was generally rock, wasn't it?
Yeah, generally rock.
I'll be interested to hear how he locks in with, trying to imagine how he locks in with Clyde on the drums, because that's the thing I'm always interested in with the drums and the bass, because it's just like the foundation for the entire band, isn't it?
Like when I did, because I recorded like my first two, and we had to put drums and bass down together. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Get that backbone, the backbone of the band.
Oh, I haven't thought about that. Okay, hopefully they work well.
Big juicy bass tone.
Yes.
The good thing about Jules is it doesn't matter who you've got on the other instruments, because he will just jam, won't he?
Yeah.
And he'll control them all, so that's fine.
Exactly. Conductor.
And he's got quite a, is he playing the grand piano? Is that what he's going to play?
He's playing a grand piano, yeah.
He's got quite a range to play with. How many octaves?
How do you think he transports it?
8 octaves.
How do you think he transports a grand piano?
On his back, like a frog.
Like a backpack.
He pushes it in backwards.
we have people for that, okay? We have roadies, we have people.
This dream band, we don't have to talk about logistics. We don't have to talk about all the
We just get there, we turn up.
Exactly.
This is what, I love this about being a vocalist. You just rock up with your mic. And then at the end, you step off stage, you get all the glory, and everyone's there packing away things.
Yep, especially the drummer. It takes about 15 hours to pack down.
Poor Clyde.
Poor Clyde.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only just been resurrected. He's got to pack his drum kit away.
Maybe he gets Anderson to do that.
It's like, you've got roadies.
But even Anderson's second.
Exactly.
I think
Second
he could say to him, once every 2 weeks you get to play if you pack the kit away every day.
Perfect. And that's when Clyde can go off for his massage and his rejuvenation spa day.
Powder his nose.
Back to the bass player. Do you have any honourable mentions for bass?
Yes. Quinn Alton.
Quinn, I think I heard of that name.
He's very recent. He released a song, Lead Me to Water, last year, which I'm actually going to get my dream band to play.
Okay.
Because, so Quinn Alton he sings beautifully. So again, he can do some backing vocals as well. And he plays the bass, the guitar, the drums, and produces all his own tracks.
Multi-instrumentalist.
Right, so he can fill in for everyone. But there's the bass line on Lead Me to Water. I put my headphones in and I just listen to that because it's stronger or in the car. Over and over and over. So I've told Dream Band and the other band, they need to get that down.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you've got to learn that now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
might do
For-
it. Shall I do a
for,
little cover for that of it?
yeah, yeah.
If you
Before-
learn it, I'll sing it with you.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll,
There you
go.
I'll play it and you can
Yes.
see, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll sort
I
that
mean-
out for Instagram, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect. I won't be able to play it now. Well, that's going to take me about, it's take me about 5 years. You'll get a message in 5 years' time and you'll be like,
I'm like, what?
Who's
What?
this? Who's this?
I'll be on my world tour by
Exactly,
then
with
with
this
these guys.
band.
Yeah, with these guys. Clyde's just hopping along behind us, and then you're like, remember in
you said you said
2025,
You know that podcast? What?
and Quinn's there being like, but that's my song. What do you mean? Play your own song.
I
Davina.
finally learnt it, Davina. That's realistic.
Yeah. Right, next member. Have you got a lead guitarist?
I do. So this is actually a really good story.
Okay.
So
We're ready.
I was ready.
We're ready.
There's a band called Flow. These three women who with crazy harmonies, who brought a song out last year called "Caught Up," and there's a crazy guitar riff on it, and like crazy. And every time it starts it and then it carries on throughout, and I was like, "What is this?" And I was trying to find that guitarist, and it was just producers, and I was like, "What's going on?" And I realized it was a sample.
Oh.
Yeah, so I uncovered the original guitarist, and he is actually Ella Fitzgerald's guitarist. He's in the same place as Clyde, bless him. But he is Ella Fitzgerald, and that is Joe Pass.
Okay. Oh.
And
As you
Yes.
say, he probably knows
And-
everyone.
Good choice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the sample is from his song Night and Day from his album
okay.
Virtuoso. And so now I just listen to, so he doesn't sing really, so the songs that he does on his own are all sort of instrumentals, and then obviously Ella, oh, wow. Again, just, I mean, to be in that era would, and my voice would have sit very well, but
Yeah,
then
definitely.
maybe I would have not been as famous as I'm going to be.
Exactly. There's a time and a place.
Yeah.
You're the comeback.
Absolutely. And so when he plays with Ella as well, I mean, she gives him the space to do his thing. But when you actually hear his albums, I put them on. So I sew a lot and make clothes and things. And I just put that on in the background, his album and Night and Day. And they took it like almost perfectly, that sample. They just kind of made it a bit more electronic. But Joe Pass is just wow.
His guitar sings for him, doesn't it?
Yeah, like you don't
Yeah.
need any words or any like lyrics on his
Yeah.
songs. You could just listen to it as a full song as it is with guitar. The guitar is the harmony.
Is it
and
an
the melody.
emotional? Is it an emotional style?
Yeah, like a really nice warm sort of tone and
Is it a
you know,
Strat?
excellent phrasing. No, I think he plays like what they call jazz box. So you know, like a big like kind of hollow body guitar, but like really great. Great choice.
Great, yeah. It's like, you know how we were saying before about how like when I sing and people kind of, it's emotional and people get it. That's how it is when
With
he
his
plays
guitar.
guitar. Like, yeah, just.
Oh, I'm well
dream.
impressed.
I saw your face perk up.
I wasn't. Yeah,
He's not interested in any other parts of the band, by the way. It's just all he's interested in is his guitar.
Wouldn't
I'm
that just go so
surprised.
well with my voice though? Just the way he plays,
Yeah,
would go
absolutely,
so
yeah.
well.
All right, I bet I've heard that song before anyway, but I'm going to go
Okay.
back and have a listen to
Night
it
and
anyway.
Day, yeah. Listen to
Got an
Night
album
and
somewhere.
Day, and then listen to Caught Up by Flow.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
it's FLO in capitals. They're phenomenal. They're like three women. The harmonies are crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
and you'll hear the
The
sample.
sample.
on it.
It's like, I love it when people sample something and it's
Yeah.
just so good.
And when they do it right,
Yeah.
and then because when it's right, it makes you want to find out where it's from. And then,
Yes.
then you get to a deep dive, and then you find out all other kinds of artists, and that's the best stuff. Yeah.
I do like going down that sample deep dive. I think it would Daft
Yeah.
Punk do a lot, and they use a lot
Yeah.
of like 60s songs and
Yes.
stuff. And
Oh, do they?
yeah,
I like Daft
There's
Punk.
videos that like dissect it all and kind of show you where it's all come
Where it
from.
all, yeah.
Yeah,
And sometimes
cool.
it's like 2, 3, and there's like it goes way back, and you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, exactly. You'll have no idea. And
Yeah.
they've changed it slightly and like snip bits out, and
Yeah.
it is amazing.
Great stuff.
There's someone on Instagram that does it, that just does like, you just every couple of days they put them out, and they just go back, and it's sometimes 4 different songs, and it's to where like I might think like an 80s song, and I think that's the final one, and it goes back to like a 50s song, and
Yeah.
it goes back, and you're like, oh, okay.
I think I might have
yeah.
seen that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched quite a few on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to dig that out.
Yeah,
I'd be interested to see
have a
that.
look, yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Have you got an honourable mention for guitar at all?
So I was because I thought I was going to have a rhythm guitarist, so I was thinking this, but this person is very close. Different vibe, different sound.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana.
Ooh.
She's done it again.
I am actually going to make this band and the other band do Maria Maria.
Yeah.
Like that is
Yeah.
my song. I've sang that in like competitions in the past, and Smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that album. Supernatural, is that album?
I think it is.
It's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing that when I was a kid. It was like, oh God, this is so good.
Yeah, because it was like, when we was kids, it was like a chart, was it? It charted, did it?
Yeah,
Smooth
it did,
did, obviously. And there wasn't really any guitar stuff like that, really, in the charts anyway, was there back then, I don't think?
No, he kind of reignited it a little bit back then, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a vibe and just bringing the kind of Latin jazz funk vibe into the band.
Yeah, it brings a different,
Yeah.
like I said, different vibe, doesn't
I mean,
it?
if I had both of them, that'd be great. If I could have Carlos as a rhythm,
You can't have both of them.
Can I have like a six-piece
I
band?
just had to shut that down, sorry.
Okay, so when Joe's having a day off, when he's going for his massage with Clyde,
Yeah, him and Clyde's going to need some extensive work, aren't they?
we'll get. Oh, imagine Santana and Jules Holland.
Okay, imagine they'll have a little battle.
It'll be a
won't they?
war. It'll be, yeah,
They'll be back and forth soloing like, against
a
each
riff
other.
off. That would be what it is.
That'd be half an hour of the set gone.
Imagine.
I wonder if they've actually played together, Santana and Jules. Or if
Guys,
they must
call
know
me.
each other.
Call me,
surely.
guys.
They must do.
They must. Yeah.
Yeah, surely.
Surely he must have been on his show at some point.
Two legends like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to look that up as well now. Imagine the two of them together. Ruby Turner. Sorry, I just
Turner,
remembered
oh, no,
Ruby
yes.
Turner from Jules Holland. Sorry.
Weird, I think it's popped back in your head like
I
that,
know.
at random times.
But
Do I need to write that down? Ruby Turner.
Ruby Turner. She's just on the Jules Holland Hootenanny
Yeah,
like
she's always
every
on it,
year.
yeah.
forevermore,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Joe number one, Carlos very close second.
Very close second. So we know who the dream vocalist is. Did you say you've got some backing vocalists?
I've got a backing vocalist.
Right, let's hear
Okay,
him.
let's
hear him.
How many have you got?
How many have we got?
Well, this group is going to be a harmony extravaganza.
Okay.
Okay. So there's technically you'd say two, but it's more than two.
Okay, technically, technically two, but more than two.
Two.
If it's
So,
technically two. Okay.
first up is Lala Hathaway.
Okay.
She is Donny Hathaway's daughter.
Okay,
and
yeah.
she is, listen to Angel by Lala Hathaway. And she has this, I can't remember what it's called, I don't know what it's called, but she can sing two notes at the same time.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like, it's like a one note, like, but two, but yeah.
It's
and
a
she can do it,
a
yeah.
chord.
Almost.
You can sing a
It's almost a chord. So I'll happily let her have a little moment and do that. And then the house gospel choir.
Oh, so this is where it's more.
This is where it's more. It's
two,
technically one,
but
but
than
it's
two.
more. So if I had to just have one, I would have the house gospel choir. So they've got this track out called You.
Okay.
And it's literally what I talk about. It's you have got the strength. It's always been you have got the fight. You know what to do. And you have got this. And it's there. So they've worked with like Ella Henderson and Tom Jones and just a whole heap of people. And they would be a great backup for this, especially with this band and these musicians, to have this powerhouse of a choir behind me.
How many is there of them?
I mean, I think from one of the biggest I've seen them is about 50 in the whole thing. But the ones that actually come to usually about 16 or so that go to
Do
most
like
of the
a
events.
top 16.
Top
Do
16,
they have to
yeah.
work for the place every week?
Imagine audition
Yeah.
every single day.
Get scored out, like that's like an exam. Like, no, sorry, not quite made it this week.
Your voice that harmony was slightly off next week.
You're in the B team.
Yeah,
You're in the B team.
And then the C team.
You're not with
Try
Davina-
again next
you're not with
week.
Davina
Sorry.
this week.
No. You're with Samara today. Yeah.
Oh, that vibrato
would
was a
be-
little bit sketchy.
Yeah, it's a little bit off.
I'm just thinking of kind of what kind of stage you should be playing, because obviously you were about to play Saltbox with this band, weren't
Yes, we would, because we would have the gospel choir like flash mobbing. So some would be up the top of the stairs, some would be at the bar, some would be at the back at the pool table, sitting
Brilliant.
down, and then just bam, they just start coming. I did a flash mob once actually, but it was like a dancing one. It was mad. But they would just come out of the woodwork
So
and
there's
join.
a performative aspect there,
Yeah,
as well,
it's
isn't there?
yeah.
I love it.
This is a whole vibe. This whole
Wow. It encompasses the entire venue.
outside, people in the cars.
This is an experience, isn't it?
This is an experience, yes.
The Songbird experience. There you go.
Right, yeah. That
Wow.
would be just harmonies upon harmonies, just piling them on top of each other. And because when I perform a lot, I perform on my own as singing wise. I've got a backing singer now, which is I feel like blessed, I feel special because I was doing backing singing before, and now
Who's your backing singer?
Singers. Lindsay Johnson. So she doesn't do sort of. She's in like a East Midlands biggest wedding band, and she does that kind of stuff. So to have like all backing singers behind me and just to layer the harmonies on would be beautiful.
Yeah,
there we go. Because when I record my songs, I do all my own harmonies and I just stack them.
Yeah.
But then when I'm performing, I can't do that.
You can't. Yeah. And it makes a difference, doesn't it, live as well, when you got a few harmonies going off in
and
the
you can
background.
just go Mandy ad-libs at the end and just go crazy and have that.
You can solo. You can do a little vocal
and then
solo.
there'll be Quinn over there singing if it's his day. And then there'll be the gospel choir. La la. Smile might pop up anyway just to say hi. Jules can Jules sing? We'll see.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can sing.
I was going to say, I imagine he can do everything, can't he?
Yeah,
I imagine he can play anything, to be honest, as well.
probably.
Yeah, he could just pick up a guitar at one point. He could just
Play on it,
Yeah.
straight away. He looks like that kind of guy, doesn't he?
yeah.
With ease.
Yeah, with ease, yeah. Do you have anyone else in this band before we carry on?
I think that's enough for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'd love like a double bass player. I'd love a saxophonist. But I think I'm happy with who I have. I think I've got enough crazy talent and powerhouses in this band. Someone's have to control them. We need a good manager.
You've got some salaries to pay as well.
Yeah.
The gigs will pay for that.
Oh, of
merch.
course.
Gigs and merch.
Merch. I've got a really good idea for merch actually that I'm going to be doing.
We'll come to that in a moment if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Because we love talking merch.
Okay.
So it's time, Davina, to summarise your choices.
Here we go.
So,
your dream drummer.
Clyde Stubblefield.
your dream keyboardist.
Jules Holland.
Your dream bass player.
Braylon Lacey.
Your dream lead guitarist.
Joe Pass.
Your dream vocalist.
Lala Hathaway and the House Gospel Choir.
And what are you going to be in this band?
I am the singer, the songwriter, and the performer extraordinaire.
Amazing.
Love
what
it.
a great band.
I'm feeling this band.
Yeah, it's a powerhouse.
I'm excited
I'm
for
absolutely
it.
feeling this band. I feel like we may have to go start digging some people up.
I do. Well, I think you got some shovels in there, haven't you?
I have got some shovels in there, yeah.
I'll just Google where they're buried.
Probably America.
This could get quite dark, couldn't it?
We're going on a road trip, guys.
Instagram live with some shovels and a truck in America.
Imagine. How do you get the shovels on the plane?
Oh, we're going to have to buy one when we're out there, aren't we?
That makes sense.
We have to buy one when we're out there.
Like a spin-off of Snakes on a Plane. Shovels on a
Shovels on
plane.
a
plane. If they're buried in New Orleans, maybe if the floodwater could just make them rise out of the ground. We've been there, haven't we? So
Yeah, but they're in
them
the
in crypts, don't they?
Yeah.
Really? So
Yeah.
that's safe.
Because when it floods,
Yeah,
the bodies rise out.
Oh, that's creepy.
It is, isn't it?
It is creepy, yeah. Let's
Yeah,
not
we
talk
won't
about
get
that anymore.
that. Yeah,
Let's not. Sorry about that. Apologies, listeners.
Sorry to lower the This bit everyone struggles with. Name
Your
the band.
dream band.
Name your dream band, baby.
Styles of Songbird.
Styles of Songbird. I love it. You got your branding in there still.
Oh yeah, it has to be about me. Sorry. I was thinking Songbird Sessions, but I think the shows that we do would be called Songbird Sessions.
Yes, that could be another thing, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Another kind of branding
Yeah.
kind of piece.
Experiences.
Yeah. Because it
Join
will be an
us.
experience,
Yeah.
imagine. All the solos, all the... Oh.
Yeah, join us for a Songbird session. Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
And you're talking about merch, so
Yes.
I've got some ideas for merchandise.
I think most of the time I perform, whether it's like winter or not, I have my fans. I've got some
Yes, you do.
amazing,
Yeah, I can
I've got
remember
some
your-
amazing African fans. And so I found a place that will do probably just the paper fans, like the kind of card fans, and then have the Fix Your Crown hashtag on one side and then my great logo on the other side and have them. Because then people like festivals and stuff, people actually use them.
Yeah, because
And
it's roasting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, unless it's
Yeah.
unless it's hammering it down with rain. You need maybe a kind of a waterproof
type thing.
version or something.
Yeah, like a plastic or something.
Or like a Mac.
Imagine, or those umbrellas that just have like the kind of curtainy bit that falls.
There you go. You can make it really stylish.
Yeah, because it has to be if it's got Davina Songbird on it.
Of course, it's your brand, isn't it?
Then they'll go to another event and they'll use it again, and someone will say, who's that person?
Who's that?
And they'll say, I saw them perform with this amazing band. Can you believe? Like, Clyde was back from the dead. And they'll say, and they want to come and see us. Then we pay for Carlos Santana and Jules Holland and all the rest of them.
Perfect. So that's how you're going to pay for Jules
That's how I'm
Holland.
going to in fans,
from your
like
fans.
in both ways, from the fans and the fans.
The fans will pay.
The fans will pay. One way or another, the fans will pay.
I feel like Jules Holland has just took a couple of whiskies. I think, if you're all right, to be honest.
Right,
He
I
looks that
feel
kind
like
of guy.
Jules Holland, yeah, maybe. Funny enough, probably like someone like Quinn or something will be the most expensive
Yeah, probably.
because he's like current and he's been told that he's like cost loads, and then
Whereas I feel like Jules, if Jules likes you, I think he'll just, he'd be like, just chuck us a whiskey.
yeah,
and
a
I'll,
beer and a fan.
Exactly, a beer and a fan, and he'd love it.
The house gospel choir could get a bit pricey if we have to pay all of them separately.
Yeah, you have to think of a way around that, I think,
Yeah,
somehow.
and the clothing budget could be high.
It could maybe just pre-record them.
Yeah.
Get them in the studio.
Or just pick three and get them to just do record it over and over and
That's
over.
free.
And
Audition
just
them down.
double their voices.
Whittle them down.
It's just like a singing competition for
It's like X Factor.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That could be your TV show.
Songbird Factor.
Songbird Factor.
Songbird Factor.
I'm writing that down.
I actually was a judge last month for a young people's competition.
Oh, was you? How did you find that?
It was called Sing City. So I was recommended to it, and it was one of the best things I've done. It was, the youngest was 11, and the oldest was 16. And there was so much talent. So I judged the heats along with like three of us, and then some of the other people from Sing City. And then we mentored them. And then we had the finals as well. And they won some good things in the finals as well, like some recording opportunities, some performing opportunities. And they were just so eager and just, some amazing talent. So that was lovely.
That was a great experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, just so heartwarming. And they just absorbed everything we were saying as well, which was just like looking at them just watch us. And I kind of turned some of them into a bit of a choir and taught them some bits. And yeah, that's something I think I would love to do more of.
Oh, wicked.
Working
Yeah,
with
what a
young
great
people.
experience.
Yeah. And the ones that won, and we had like a few wins, so it wasn't just like one winner. But there were like, I think there were 14 in the final altogether. So it was tough
Quite
to
a
make
lot.
the decision.
Yeah.
But just, so lovely. Yeah, I'd love to, because I actually want to do some vocal coaching this year. So I'm going to learn, because I've had people asking me if there is a vocal coach in Nottingham, and there's not many around. So I'm going to do the courses, learn it properly, so I can, learn more like vocal health as well.
Yeah.
It's important, isn't it?
Yeah, and then teach the world.
I think you'd be a great teacher, to be honest.
Thank you.
Just how you come across and your vibe. I mean, in terms of thinking about the self and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. And get some performance skills in there as well. And I think, funny enough, like every time I do an event, so I did, like I've started an open mic now. So I'm one of the co-founders of the Nottingham Black Creative Network.
Yep.
And so part of what I want to do with it is to put on events. We've done a couple at Playhouse, and then we now do a monthly open mic. And with that is, for me, it's very much about empowering people to come up who have never performed before or performed years ago and now like are really scared of it. And a few people have come up to me after gigs and just kind of said, how can I do this? How can I get on? And I'm the worst. If you come to me and just say, I want to sing, that's it. I'm getting you on something. And if you sing well and you're up for it and you put the time in, I'm getting you performing, I'm getting you a gig. So that's my kind of calling, is to get people in. So if anyone's listening and you want to start singing or start performing, then please get in touch with me. I have like a spreadsheet of all of the open mics in Nottingham. I will come to them with you. There's like events that I'm putting on. More than happy to get people involved. And there's so much talent in Nottingham, Midlands, everywhere. Let's get it out. Let's get it heard.
There definitely is. That's great. How can people find you, Davina?
Davina Songbird, Davina Songbird on all the things. So music is out. So I've got 5 songs out at the moment. Another one's coming out beginning of April. Warrior. Woo. So on Spotify and Apple and iTunes and all the things. And then Instagram, YouTube, Davina Songbird.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Yes.
Well, I look forward to hearing a lot more.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more kind of vibes. This thing I did with Baby People was very much about trying different genres. And there's 5 women on the development program. And there's going to be some stuff coming out with all of us. There's going to be a bit of a dubsteppy, two-steppy type song coming out, which is crazy. And then a bit of a kind of 90s disco-y one.
Yep.
And then me personally, I've got a really cute, vibey kind of harmony one coming out, which is a bit like, I don't know if you've heard the Stormzy and Yebba song, Don't Forget to Breathe. It's very, I mean, it's been, that
was my thinking sound.
That is just sort of maybe 5 lines and just repeated over with the harmonies and Yebba doing her phenomenal thing on top of Stormzy singing. So I'm doing something like that. And then I'm hoping for my EP to be out in September as well.
Oh, lovely.
Do you want to know the name? Shall I put the name out?
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Is this an exclusive?
It's exclusive.
Dude, we've got an exclusive. This is an exclusive, everyone.
An exclusive. I've only really literally just come up with this name and only a couple of my friends don't even know it, but this is absolutely going to be it. So my EP coming out towards the end of this year is going to be called Ginger for the Soul.
Ginger for the
Soul. And it's a song for every mood. So it's going to take you on a journey for if you're feeling down, if you need pick me up, if you're feeling happy, if you're going out, if you're, going to a job interview or something and you need kind of to know your worth, but also if you're just vibing with the girls and the guys before you go out. It's a song for every mood and emotion that you're going through. Ginger for the Soul.
I love it.
Love it.
Thank
and
you.
you really sold it there.
Right? Oh.
Yeah. I was like, I want to listen to it.
Okay, you need it now. Coming soon.
Sure, I'm ready for it.
Do you record everything in Nottingham? Have you got your own place, or is it a producer that you work with? Or
different. So I do a lot of stuff with Eli. So Eli is obviously my keys player, but I do a lot of, when I sort of go through songs and ideas, I go through them with him. Baby People in Derby as well. I did some recording there now. I did Why Wait and I'm Worthy with Bakes at Won't Stop Studios in Snenton. That was cool. That's a good kind of vibe for the whole band, because that was the whole band going in and recording. That's how I like to record usually. So yeah, different places. But yeah, yet to find my main person. But usually my songs are just kind of me just coming up with like a melody or coming up with lyrics and then the melody. Because I do spoken word as well. It kind of ties in, and sometimes it's just lots of, like, how songs at the moment are like 2.5 minutes. My songs are like 5 minutes, and I'm always trying to cut them down for a radio edit because it's just words and lots of words. I have lots to say. So yeah, it's going to be a long EP, but it'll be good. And then I just feel the vibe. Different songs have different vibes. There is, with Baby People actually, for the first time I've done writing to backing tracks. So I usually come up with the whole thing myself and then get the band. So Warrior was the first one that I did it to a backing track that was already there, which was really hard at first, but I'm getting used to that now. So, which I think because people are starting to send me things and say, can you write to this? I had to kind of get used to it.
Yeah. It's a good skill to have, isn't it? Like adapting to it and being able to kind of use your skill in a different way, isn't it, really?
Especially if you're commissioned as well. Like, I get commissioned poetry quite a lot. So if you have to do something that someone else has the idea and the vibe for, you then have to, everything I commission, I still get a little bit of Songbird in there.
Yeah. You got to.
Yeah, there'll be some kind of empowerment kind of thing in there. But yeah, I think a lot of the time, if someone else is coming to you and wanting something for them, you have to then change that vibe.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
That's mega. I don't think I've ever had to write that way before, where I start with the words. It's always been the music first. And
You've done solos to other people's tracks, though? You've written a solo for other bands, haven't you?
Well, like guitar solos.
That's similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's different from the vocals.
I suppose you get,
I suppose it's only like writing the guitar solo for a song you've not written.
Yeah.
In a way. Do you think? Or am I completely wrong?
I'm just agreeing. I'm being polite and agreeing with you at this point.
I'm just a bass player, so tell me if I'm wrong.
So when you write songs, like your own songs, you come up with the melody first.
Yeah, it's always the music that leads everything for me. But I'm predominantly a guitar player, so vocals came a lot later for me. So, but you just find your own.
We had to force the vocals out of him. He didn't believe in himself enough.
I love it now, though.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I love it now.
Unfortunately, he's very confident.
Fortunately, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. When are we going to see more?
I wouldn't say very confident, but
I'd say overconfident. I'm joking, of course.
He always throws me under the bus.
When are you getting out there and performing?
I don't sing.
Well, so you can't talk. You can't talk and well,
exactly. He's the one with all the musical talent. I'm an ideas man. That's all I am.
Do you still
musical
perform?
Talent?
Sorry, do you still perform much?
No, I've not played. The last gig I was in Scotland actually with the Parallax Method, an instrumental prog rock trio.
Very commercial.
Yeah. You talk about long songs with like 10-minute songs.
Yeah.
I love
10-minute
it.
songs.
I'm here for that. I'm like 2.5 minutes. I'm just wanting more. But I get
Yeah,
it
it's not-
because people, they want short attention spans and they
Yeah,
want to
we
get
talked about
everything
this
in.
quite a bit recently on
Yeah.
the pod. Like people's attention spans are so short now.
Yeah.
Like there's literally like real length songs, isn't there? Like
Yeah.
Instagram real songs, but
Yeah.
that's not my kind of. I like the development of.
Yeah, I want the story.
Yes.
Exactly.
I want where it came
Musically
from.
and
What you're
vocally.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to feel all the emotions throughout the song.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't I love making people cry, which sounds really bad. But a lot of the time when I perform, someone's getting really emotional,
Yeah.
and then they need the 5 minutes of the song to
Yeah.
really kind of.
You can't make someone cry in 2.5
You can't make
minutes.
someone cry in 2.5
Unless
minutes.
you're a really horrific, horrible comedian.
Yeah, it's bad crying. It's like,
It's Frankie Boyle.
That's a line for some of your poetry. That
Imagine.
you can't make someone cry in 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
You can't tell a story in 2.5 minutes.
No, not at all. I mean, we said this recently that it's really disappointing now that art is being measured with statistics,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be that way, should it?
Yeah.
If you write a song and it's 11 minutes long, and it's
If
supposed
you,
to be,
if you need 11
then
minutes
put
to
it
tell your
out there.
story, you should
Yeah.
use 11 minutes.
And you know
Like-
what's gone? The bridge. I always call the bridge the take-home message. In all of my songs I do, the verses and stuff are building the story. The chorus is a nice, cute refrain. And the bridge is the bit, I usually have sort of the music drop out a little bit or do some dramatic music. And the bridge is where I hammer home that message.
Yeah.
And now because we're keeping it short, bridges have gone. It's just like
Yeah.
verse, chorus, verse.
The bridge is the eye of the storm, isn't it? Before
eye of
what
the
comes
storm.
next. That's the way I
Before
like to
the
see
big
it.
build-up
Exactly.
and-
You feel
yeah.
that's where you kind of get time
Yeah.
to think about what you've listened to.
Yes.
And then anticipate what's coming. And then you hit people with that
Yeah.
big last chorus or whatever you've
And
kind of
then-
got planned.
Then they cry.
And then, yeah.
Right.
Exactly. They're probably tearing up a little bit during that eye of the storm out of between that bridge.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting
Yeah.
there.
Lips going,
And then-
eyes are going a little bit.
I like the pre-chorus. I'm a big fan of the pre-chorus.
I do like a pre-chorus.
Just a little bit of a segue into from one to the other, because you can like introduce some sort of key change.
Oh, you love a key change, don't you?
Yeah, well, like a
Standing
subtle
up
one.
off the stool, like the boy band.
Yes,
Off the
yes.
stool. Key change. What's that? Yeah.
I also like because I've got some new stuff that I'm writing. When you're writing using a computer, sometimes you end up relying on a grid, meaning you can end up writing things that just transfer into the next section without thinking about the dynamic shift.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I've been concentrating a lot more on introducing space and gaps between. So just stop for 2 beats before you like enter straight into the chorus, and it adds so much like impact, doesn't it? Into
definitely.
So you're not looking to be commercially successful with this next lot of songs then?
no, I don't think I have.
You're making them longer by introducing space rather than catering to what the masses want.
But the real fans will love it. The real people.
Exactly.
And when you perform
Yeah.
it, because I do that sometimes in mine where it's the space for the music and then I'll just sing something just a cappella for a little moment. And it's a big moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't. When we want the commercials, that's cool. Yeah, sure. But we want people to love it. For me, performing is the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
And I want people to feel the vibe. And like you say, you need then a shift. You need anticipation. You need to sort of wonder what's coming next, and have a moment to kind of take it in, and then it all goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. We all like it. We're all invested in all our own
Yes.
work, aren't we? So
Yes.
we just need more people like us, really, don't we?
That would be nice. The world would be a lovely place with more people
It'd
like
be loads
us.
better.
Yes.
Maybe 2.5-minute songs. Come on.
Albums will be like 40 songs. I can imagine the album, the whole relationship, and then you get married, and you have
A whole
kids.
lifetime.
The whole lifetime.
An entire lifetime.
You just bring one album out in your whole life, and it's just your whole thing.
And the audience is crying for the entire thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Can I tell you about something fun that I did?
Of course you can.
And,
Go for
Do
it.
it. This is the platform
The
to
time.
share what you're doing.
So you know Benjamin Zephaniah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So he passed away end of 2023. Well, mid-end 2020. And it was last year we had a memorial event. Chris Oliver did one at New Art Exchange, and I met his brother Tipper. And he invited me to do the like the official memorial event last year in London.
Wow.
On 7th of December, and I performed at the event, and then they did like a video and sort of performances, and then of us kind of doing a little interview about it, and they just released that out. So this will be earlier, so that's released out now, and I'll be doing another one in Birmingham as well.
That's amazing.
And that was just stunning, because it was around his family and friends who really knew him, and then to perform at that stage. But funny story, so it's a big like auditorium-y thing, and they're about to announce me. So I'm a bit. I don't really get nervous before events usually, but this was big because his family are right there. So it wasn't even about people. It was just about I knew I would be, but I had to make sure that they'd be happy. So I'm kind of a little bit nervous, and I'm pacing along the side, and they go, introducing Davina Songbird. I'm about to take a step onto the stage. Fire alarm goes off. Real fire alarm, evacuate the building. Fire alarm goes off. And, it's just like 8:30, and it's raining and it's cold outside. I've got no coat. So we're ushered out. You know how you have that first moment with a fire alarm where you don't really believe it's real,
It's a
and you're
drill.
just
No one
right,
believes a fire
No
alarm,
one.
do they?
And the guy's like, get out of the building. I'm like, okay. So I go out like the main way I am. My mum's there, my cousin, some of her friends. They're not outside, and I'm thinking, where are they? Turns out they got stuck with the fire door that didn't open, and that was I know, right?
Perfect.
So we get out there, and it was real, but it was smoke in the kitchen, so it wasn't like fire, but it was real. So we're out there. I'm about to sing, but I'm out in the cold rain. And at one point, and I've travelled from Nottingham to London and stayed in a hotel for this show, and I'm like, I'm singing out here if I have to. Like, if it comes to it, I'm just going to start singing.
I'm here to sing, so I'm going to sing.
I'm doing what I'm doing. And I went and told Tipper, but he was like, okay, let's leave it a few minutes. There must have been a fire warden or something on site, so we got back in about 20 minutes. And then I think, though, you carried on from where we went off. I had to go out, but I think all the drama of like finding my mum and being out there and being cold just kind of took all the nerves away.
Oh.
So once I got on it, all the adrenaline had kind of just been used up, and it was just perfect. It was great. I did like I'm Worthy, and I did some hybrid poetry music stuff, and it just worked.
Yeah,
and it was a
amazing.
beautiful event.
Do you say it's out? Can people see that online?
There's a video out on YouTube of just like some of the clips, and then an interview with all different people, his family and friends, and clips of the day as well.
Oh, great.
That was really nice.
So it turned out right in the end.
It turned out perfectly in the end. And, maybe, I would have still sang good with the nerves, but maybe all that happening was better.
Was for the best.
Yeah.
It helped make it more enjoyable for you in a way as a
absolutely.
performer, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Are you
And
going
up to the event.
Are you going to plan a pre-fire alarm for all your gigs?
For every
every event, just to get you in the right kind of frame of mind?
Poor
the right mood?
Clyde and Jules and everything have to go outside.
That's
and,
true. Yeah. Jules Holland's not going outside for a fire alarm. He's just going to stick around. He's not going to go out.
He's at
is
the
he?
back having a cigarette.
He's probably caused it.
But then Clyde and Joe have been through enough in life, and now they have to go through this drama. It's too much for them.
Yeah, they can't cope with that. Bless them.
And how am I going to find the whole house gospel choir outside? Like, I don't know where they're going to be. They're going to disappear.
They're going to be a nightmare. Them lot.
Imagine. I can see it. I can see it.
They're going to cause you problems, I think.
Yes.
Right, I think it's time to say goodbye, Danny.
Yeah, we don't like this bit.
It takes us ages normally to say goodbye. But thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks to
thank
Davina.
you for having me. It's been an absolute vibe. I loved it.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
we
I really
really
have. I can talk like for England, but just doing this kind of style and really making me think about the music was great. So,
wicked.
Yeah, thank you.
love
Loving what
it.
you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll press stop then.
Honestly, we can't end shows.
I'm like this in real life. I can't say goodbye to people.
No, I know you
I
are.
hate it. I'm not very good at it at all.
It's a weirder.
I don't hang up the phone with my parents and so it's like,
Like,
bye.
bye,
See
bye,
ya.
bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Now, bye.
I'm fine with it. Bye.
Okay. Hey!
Now, did that clip?
Hey!
Welcome back. Sorry, we had some technical issues because for the second time today, Danny forgot to turn the microphones on or plug them in. Or what was the issue, Danny?
It was phantom power. I didn't switch on the...
Oh, so does that... Was
Would
it 12 volt? Is it 12 volt? 9 volt? Why is he a voltage on it?
It says 48.
I've never heard of 48 volts before. That's like... What are them? They're 12 volts, aren't they?
What?
I mean, a square. I'm talking
It's a
square.
It's a square, is it? Has anyone ever seen a square battery? I certainly haven't.
Oh my God, it's a fucking rectangle. Anyway, let's crack on before let's spend too much long on this.
Talking about batteries.
Talking about battery sizes.
And their shapes.
Oh, Davina Songbird.
What a pleasure.
An absolute joy. Like, genuinely. I miss her.
We'll get back on.
We had a lot of fun, didn't we? We had a lot of fun.
Yes, we did.
And it was a very... a great band, but very different from our usual.
I'm a little bit out of my depth, if I'm honest.
Well,
talking about these...
We both are, but I think we both agree... I'm talking for you right now. We both agree that some of this music is banging, isn't it?
It's absolutely banging.
And it really is up our street. It kind of expands your mind a little bit.
Yeah, totally. We'll try our best to talk about some of these musicians.
We listen to a lot of stuff, don't we? But it's still, there's always blinkers.
Yeah.
It's good to have them tucked down and removed and getting yourself out there listening to something different. So if you do one thing from today's episode, listeners, please check out some of these people and these bands, and obviously Davina as well.
Yeah. Give us some support, show us some love. Should we start off the Dream Band
with
evaluation process?
The Dream Band evaluation process has now begun. Oh. I was not expecting that. So first up, it's the main event. The main person in this band.
I've just got to pull you off on this. You're so animated. You're very gesticular.
Sorry?
I think it's gesticular, isn't it?
I was going to say, I thought my fly was down then when you said that.
Not testicular.
Oh, you're very testicular today. I am, sorry, I'm being very animated.
He's very animated. He's very passionate
animated
about this one, listeners. He's very passionate.
I'm very passionate. I'm a passionate man.
So on lead vocal, we've got...
Davina Songbird herself.
And actually, whilst I was editing this episode, I was reminded that, I would do the who would be an honourable mention. She completely shot me down and was like, if I'm not available, there's no Dream Band. I was like, class, what a great answer.
And she's not wrong, is she?
She's not wrong. She's
not wrong at all. We've seen Davina a couple of times, haven't we, Danny? At least a couple of times now. Probably more. Probably 3 or 4 times, I think. Over at one of our preferred places, would you say? Saltbox.
Yeah.
We enjoyed
it's a cool place there.
We enjoyed the open mic nights there, haven't we?
I think it works better with lower volume, because we went there for a gig the other day and it didn't cope as well with loud music, does it?
No, this was very loud music there. This wasn't even rock band-esque, was it? This was metal.
But for open mics, it's such a cool vibe in there.
Cool vibe. So we've seen Davina a few times and we was blown away, really, wasn't we? Not only by herself performing, but the support she gives to others and just how she kind of supports talent in the area. All
the cool things she's doing for the community as well. Yeah, all the work that she does for female empowerment and the Black Collective Network as well in Nottingham.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
What a person.
And then on top of that, we're talking about her vocal. We're talking about that warm, beautiful tone that she's got in her voice. But not only that, we were saying that she's got this ability to add that. Should we say snarl? Snarl?
Snarl.
Is that
grit,
the kind of thing?
Grits
the grit. It's cool.
That overdrive?
Yeah.
Natural overdrive?
Natural overdrive. She stamps on the overdrive pedal.
On her other foot?
Yeah.
Is that how you engage it?
Stamps on her other foot. No, it's killer. And then, our songs have got so much meaning in the lyrics.
Strong messages in the songs.
Yeah, strong messages, yeah.
Brilliant. And what's the latest single? It's Warrior, isn't it?
Warrior. We listened to Warrior and I'm Worthy.
Warrior's got a bit more of a rock kind of vibe to it with the guitars at the start. Yeah. And I'm Worthy is it's just a classic kind of great message song, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd say they were soulful.
Is that like an R&B kind of genre? I don't know. I don't like to put things into genres too much.
We're not qualified enough, I don't think, to specify things into genres.
Yeah, if it was...
it's not prog, so we don't know it.
If it was post-rock,
I'd know instantly.
You'd be qualified. Yeah, strong vocal.
Oh, she could be amazing. She'd be a great leader for this band as well. Great front woman.
Yeah.
Amazing. Who's next, Danny? Who's on the drums?
We've got the greatest name I think I've heard in a long time. Clyde Stubblefield.
It sounds like a made-up name, doesn't it?
Maybe it is. Is it?
I don't believe so.
Is it a made-up name?
I don't believe so.
I don't really care if it is made up. I think it's a great name.
It is a great name, and he played drums for the one and only James Brown.
I feel it!
That was good, Danny. It wasn't as good as your random scream you did earlier that was just like him.
Ow! No, that's Michael Jackson.
Stop getting James Brown and Michael Jackson mixed up.
We listened to a track called Cold Sweat.
Cold Sweat. James Brown is always got the cold sweats by the looks of it.
I forgot that I've heard that song before. I mean,
Yeah,
I accidentally clicked on Thin Lizzy, Cold Sweat. Completely different.
That's not him.
No.
That wasn't Clyde Shuttle. What was his name? Shuttleboard.
Clyde Shuttlebus. It's Clyde Stubblefield.
Sorry, Clyde. Well, it's not,
Absolutely, like top class groove.
yeah, very groovy.
If you're going to be playing for James Brown, you need groove.
Tight snare, bobbing along.
I've written in a little note. I don't know if this
Have
makes
you?
sense. I'm going to read this note to you, and I'll
Okay.
just see if it makes sense. This is what I tried to capture
I
at the
will
moment.
sense check it live. Go on.
He waits for that snare. To me, it made sense.
He waits for that snare.
He waits for that snare.
What do you mean he waits for that snare?
Well, in that particular song, there's like he's playing a groove, but then he like waits to hit the snare. Where you think the snare's going to land, he waits a little bit longer, and it like pushes. It like gives the song pulse.
Okay, your word threw me off completely.
Absolutely shocking description, was it?
It does make sense now, but
Now I've explained it to you.
yeah, without the explanation, it would made no sense to me.
Okay, yeah, great drummer though. Amazing.
Yeah, great drummer. He's been on loads of his tracks as well. So
Well done, Davina. Great choice. Who's next?
it's the one and only. I watch him every year for New Year.
Yep.
It's Jules Holland.
He's a household name at New Year, isn't he?
I mean, it's just a load of shit on the other channels, isn't it? So
Yeah. The thing to put on at New Year is to watch Jules Holland.
watch Jules Holland with his whiskey or whatever he drinks. Just jumping on that piano and playing along to whatever. You can just play along to anything. It's just like
anything.
he sits down on that piano and you know it's him because he just noodles along, doesn't he? Like we listened to that track of his. I think it's an album called Piano,
Bumble Boogie.
and for me, it just sums Jules Holland up. Just sits down and jams. He's a right jammer.
Yeah, his skill set
He's a
is
jammy bugger.
Yeah, ridiculous. You know, if he sits down with you in any genre, I mean, he's had I'm sure he's had Alice in Chains on
Yeah,
there.
he's had
Metallica and
Yep.
Mastodon, Boomtown Rats.
Yeah, well, they were this year, weren't they?
I mean, they were shocking.
The Geldof on it.
Yeah. Sorry. Geldof's done some amazing things in his time.
He just needs to stop now.
It was really bad. I didn't enjoy listening to it at all. Anyway, we're not talking about him. But what I did notice in that track, Dan, Bumble Boogie, was his gypsy jazz style lines on the piano.
Oh, do you want to explain more?
He's like mixing a bit like chromatics in there. So it's like adding a little bit of tension.
It's all the technical stuff that I don't know.
He's heading for some resolve.
It was simply, he went from the chromatic scale to the Phrygian scale, and then he prolapsed on himself.
Oh,
Is that
T-Chat.
T-Chat with Danny and
Oh, we're doing ad hoc T-Chat. It got stuck to that then.
All right,
Oh, God.
here we go.
I like how you got bare knuckle pick up beer mats.
What's it say on the back? Read it like it's an advertisement.
Danny Beardsley, please never contact us again. What you done?
No, it doesn't say that.
Wound. Made and played the traditional way. By hand. Bare knuckle pickups.co.uk.
I've not seen Jim Partial for a while.
It pops up now and again. What we got, Danny? I've not even... I know what it is by the colour. So let me just describe the colour first. The colour is pond water. Is this a sweet finale?
Yes, indeed.
What is it?
Yes, it is.
Peppermint and... not aniseed. Licorice. Licorice and aniseed, similar.
Oh, that sweet finale gets you every time.
Oh. Sorry, listeners. Oh, God, it's so nice. So nice. I don't know why it's took me so long in life to get to the herbal tea stage. It's probably stopping drinking. That's the reality of it.
You've replaced whiskey with tea, with herb.
But that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Get it down,
We need to get endorsed by these buggers. We need, like, lifetime supply of these.
Any tea companies out there?
Any maybe local tea companies from Nottingham that want to give us a little bit of ad?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Get in touch.
We'll talk business. Tea leaves and business.
Boom.
Right, back to
the show.
back to the show.
Right. You get to talk about
Oh, now this
instrument.
This is possibly, for me, one of the best sounding bass players we've had on so far.
Bold claim. Bold claim. Trigger the sample. Bold claim.
Bold claim. Who's triggering the sample, Daddy? You? You're asking yourself to trigger the sample? It's absolutely not a bold claim, because just listen to it. So, the bass player is, I can't read it for you, Braylon Lacey.
Can you read my handwriting?
Just about.
I quite like my handwriting.
And he seems to be, I don't know this for sure, but I've not done enough research, which I probably should have done. He seems to be a bit of a session guy.
Like a sideman kind of dude.
Yeah. I can't find a lot on him that he's done himself, like whole songs. But he's played bass on, what's that? What's that guitarist guy that you like?
Well, we listened to that song, Don't Trip.
Yep. I mean, for me, that was the better of the two in terms of bass. So he had a slap, the intro's slap.
It was very prominent bass.
Very prominent slap bass, and then it had a finger-style solo.
Just for the listeners, Stan is...
I am fingering my own belly in the style of bass, that is all. So you've put me off. It had a great... it's like a solo, effectively.
It is, isn't it? But it's not overindulgent, it's beautiful.
I would say it is overindulgent.
No,
but there's nothing wrong with that. And then on that second song with, what's his name, Lettieri, again, he had a beautiful slap tone, and it had that hollowness to it, that texture.
How do you pronounce that? Is it Nebulae? Nebulae?
Let's say Nebulae.
I mean,
what did you think to it? What did you think to the sound of that bass? It cut through.
Well,
you don't like it?
No, I really like it, but the thing that I did notice, because I know that Mark plays a lot of baritone.
Okay.
So for me, I mean, I class myself as a untrained ear as far as bass goes. I don't know if it was the baritone at times or the bass. Whatever it was, it sounded great. But
yeah, oh my!
It's probably easier for you to. It's probably easier for you to pick it out.
It was banging.
No, it was absolutely banging, and
the tone was perfect as well. It had barely any. It was basically just raw bass. And it was you could hear technique rather than hearing drive and stuff like that. You could just hear not hollow, but you know what I mean? You could just hear wood. You could hear wood come through.
Ah, okay.
For me, you could hear the wood coming through.
Yeah, and maybe my ear was getting drawn towards the baritone then more. I mean, it's called Deep, the baritone sessions.
You're just listening to the guitar then? An ignorant guitarist, as always.
Wait, back in a minute.
Are the mics on this time?
Right, you won't be able to tell that we've just had a little break, but I've revisited that track and had a listen, and I can hear the bass properly now.
It's quite nice how the bass plays off the baritone, really.
Yeah, can you see what I mean though? At times it's hard to decipher. Is that the baritone playing right there? But yeah, the bass lines that I can hear.
They're doing a bit like call and response at times, I think.
Where so,
one's doing one little run and then the other one's doing another little run.
It's a bit lower in the mix, isn't it, the bass on that one, rather than the other track we listened to?
But you can hear that. You can hear that, especially on the slap notes. You can hear that choke.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You can hear that little bit of texture from it, which I find beautiful.
It is beautiful. His lines are very classy.
Exactly.
It's got classy lines.
Classy lines. There you go. There's something to put on your album cover.
Put it on your CV, Brylan. Right, next member. On the guitar.
The guitar, the classic legend.
Joe Pass.
Joe Pass.
Joe Pass or Joe Pass?
I think it's Pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Pass, isn't it?
Who says Pass?
Dude.
Danny, will you pass me the paper, please?
Well, we definitely don't talk like that, because the higher we get up in the UK, have you noticed that our vowels get more harsh?
Is that...
Honestly, you think about it. If you listen, pass.
So is that, what's that, Southampton?
Grass.
Is that Southampton? It's like...
Yeah.
Is it pass in Southampton?
Pass.
Then pass.
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 Pass. Pass. Pass. Pass. And now we've clipped.
Some clips there for you, listeners.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a bit...
Pass.
That's the way I do it. That's the way I think of vowels.
Can you do Scottish? Can you do a Scottish accent?
No,
Can you try?
I don't want to offend any of our Scottish listeners.
I don't mind you offending them.
No, I don't want to.
Try and do a Scottish pass.
No, you try and do one.
I can't. I can't do accents.
Pass.
There we go. That's staying in. On guitar, Joe Pass.
I've put stunning melodies. I don't know what track it was we listened to. Just 1 second,
You
listeners.
write it
Just
down.
flicking to the other screen. Yeah, I didn't write it down.
God,
I got distracted.
it's Airlock.
Night and Day. It was remastered in 2025.
From the album Virtuoso.
And indeed he is.
It's a very bold claim himself, isn't
Would
it?
you? That don't make any sense.
I know.
What I've
Do
written there.
read what you've put, because I just read that.
I think it don't make sense.
Try it. Go on, try it. So let's see if it makes more sense on air.
It says the ability to how chord progression with lead. I think I meant to say play. Play the chord. Basically, he plays the chord progression.
Yep.
You hear what's going off there, and then you've got all this lead going on amongst it and around it. You never lose track of the context of what his lead lines are playing, and it's just him
Fair
playing.
point.
That's class.
The first thing I said was, it sounds like he plays guitar how you play bass,
With my bass technique.
with your weird bass thing. It sounds like he's fiddling all the strings at once, basically. You know, like a. You mean he's got a finger on every string?
That would mean he's got 6 fingers. What you trying to say?
I mean, it's not confirmed or denied, is it? But yeah, the lovely, like you said, it's his melodies that he can come.
Yeah, really stunning.
Bit of stitches in there, stitches in between the chords. Lovely, beautiful playing.
He's got the ability to lay some really beautiful, like rich jazz bass chords over the top of the groove of Braylon Lacey.
Oh my God, I've just realised how cool that rhythm section is, dude.
It's amazing. It's top class what she's chose.
I just realised that Braylon's going to be playing with. Oh, it's going to be madness.
And let's bear in mind, obviously we've got like Davina's killer voice on top of all this, but we've got additional vocals now as well.
We have. So we've got. I mean, she picked out an entire choir, along with. Is it Layla or is it Lala? Or Layla?
Layla
Hathaway.
The track we listened to, which I haven't written down again.
Yet again.
I'm doing like half
there,
a job.
It's there, look.
It's called Baby Don't Cry.
Baby, don't cry. It doesn't go like that.
Classic 90s R&B kind of vibes I was getting.
I was getting Whitney Houston vibes.
I've not heard of it before. Like really rich in tone and delivery. A vibrato is really nice as well.
I think she'd be a great backer for Davina, because she's got a bit of a different range, hasn't she?
I thought it will blend really well.
Did you? Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Same thoughts there. And then not only have we got Layla Hathaway on backing, we also have
She's got a blooming choir.
the choir house.
She's got the house gospel choir down. Do you want to check?
We've got the
She's
house
got the
gospel.
choir house gospel.
That's how you wrote it, look.
That's not how...
Choir house gospel choir. The choir house gospel
If
choir.
you look at the format that I've written on the form, Dan,
Oh,
look.
please observe the
instrument.
format. You're not observing the format.
Follow the format.
The house gospel choir.
I mean, I'm going to get technical here, but I wrote 6 harmonies.
That is very technical. Do you want to make it even more technical?
Layering. They layer very well.
They layer very well. Well done, Danny.
I can't really... You've got to go away and listen to it. Listeners, go and listen to them. It's amazing.
Yeah, it blends a few different styles as well, doesn't it?
Vocal masterclass?
He could
Or
say
bold
that.
claim?
I mean, it will be, as part of this band, it definitely will be.
Yeah.
In the context of the band.
It's interesting to imagine how the choir is going to be used as well, whether it's going to be... Let's put it into a genre of music that we listen to.
Okay, go for it.
The co-ed approach.
Back in.
And have the choir doing like
doing little background
the ear
melodies.
candy
hooks,
stuff.
Little hooks.
Little hooks.
I don't know why I clicked. Sorry. Little
It's like you're like...
little hooks. Little vocal hooks.
It's like you're a chauvinistic pig in a restaurant.
Oh, I do.
Trying to get the waiter.
I always like to threaten that, but I never do it. I always like to threaten it.
It's a good job you don't. So you get a glass of water in the face.
Ever kill me. Sorry, wait, what?
I remember when you used to just take your credit card out of the top of your top pocket and just throw it across the table, and it was
Just loosely throw it.
put it on the card.
Where was we, Danny?
Yeah. Amazing lineup, Davina. Brilliant.
Yeah, can't say any more than that. And it's been eye-opening listening to some of these people, some of these acts, some of these artists that would have never have heard otherwise.
So
Thank you. Because of our ignorance, basically.
Well, it's just, you kind of get used to the genres you get used to, and this podcast and the format we've got and the guests that we have on is really helping us grow as listeners, isn't it?
I always say, but we genuinely love listening to our guests' kind of like lineups, don't we? And what's made them their lineups.
And the thing is, we get to hear their influences and what makes them tick. You can kind of see how it gets put into like the melting pot of their music and what they're trying to do with their music as well. It's really cool. It's like a backstory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and hopefully you can take, when you're writing some of your songs, Danny, maybe you can take away some of these little bits as well. So one day, maybe you could write some music that people can dance to. I'm just saying, like, you've had feedback. You've had feedback.
I have had feedback on YouTube. I don't know the person. I think you responded to him, didn't you?
Of course I responded.
Yeah.
I think he got taken down. My
You
comment.
defending my honour.
I defended his honour and the comment got taken down.
Well, you were very offensive.
That was very offensive, yes, but they said to you, Daddy, that you don't write music that people can dance to.
But they're right.
Absolutely. I completely agreed with him.
I just had to defend you.
I just had to instantly defend you. But yeah, maybe listen to some of this, more of this style, Daddy. You will end up taking some of that away. And maybe someone will actually move their feet at one of your gigs.
Oh, well, if we get people attending.
Well, if you actually do any gigs.
Yeah, I just do a select few. I'm studio-based at the moment.
Studio-based.
I like
Studio-based artist.
Creature comforts. I like the comforts of my own home and my studio. It's a nice setup. I love it.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I enjoy it too. Right, anyway, come on, let's move on. We're talking shit again.
Name of the band.
The name of the band is Styles of Songbird.
And the actual releases that she's going to release, like the EPs and everything, and the performances are going to be under the
guise,
subheading. Oh, I like that.
The guise of the Songbird Sessions.
Was that Jimmy?
No, it was a bit Attenborough, I thought, a little bit. I was thinking...
That is a massive bold claim.
I mean, it wasn't, but that's where my brain wants to go.
Go on, back it up, go on.
I can't
David Attenborough, go on.
You know I can't do any accents.
Go on.
Songbird Sessions. I didn't. Why did I go so shitty?
Sound more like Sean Connery.
Songbird Sessions. Here we are with another Songbird session with Davina.
And then the bass line kicks in. And then we're waiting for the snare.
What do you think of the name?
I think it really works.
I think it works with her releases so far. Have been in different styles, haven't they, as well?
Yeah.
So I like that 'cause it doesn't pen her into a certain style either.
And each member, they're all kind of in different kind of genres as well. With that, but
slightly different realms,
but genres that will work together.
Yeah,
it will blend.
It will blend.
Will it blend?
It will.
Yes, it will.
So, Danny, are you going to buy a T-shirt?
Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Put your money where your mouth is. Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Put your money where your mouth is.
I always buy a T-shirt, Dan.
You do always buy. What can you envision on this T-shirt? What's the design going to be? It's going to be something strong, something empowering.
Strong. Well, she did talk about the crown, wearing your crown. So maybe incorporating that somehow.
Maybe it's the songbird in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, birds came from dinosaurs.
Indeed.
Maybe we have a dinosaur evolving into a songbird.
Like a not velociraptor. What's it?
That is a dinosaur.
What was the dinosaur of the skies? The main one.
The pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. The dinosaur of the skies.
The main one.
There's something called an opteryx.
Opteryx.
Opteryx?
Something like that.
We're not great with dinosaur names.
What
is your favourite dinosaur anyway?
It's a great question.
Somebody pointed this out to me not long back, that you get to a certain age and nobody really cares about what your favourite dinosaur is anymore.
I mean, I am a fan of the land-based herbivores, actually.
Oh yeah.
Such as, I like that one with the fucking massive ball on the end of its tail that whacks things. Ankylosaurus. It's got spikes on it anyway. It's got the generic spikes that you have.
And it's like a really spiky testicle.
It's got a big point of bollocks on the end of its tail that's got spikes coming out of it. I think it's Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus.
That rings a bell.
I quite like those big bastard land-based ones that are like herbivores that could just batter the big ones when they come like chomping. What about you, Daddy? What's your favourite dinosaur? I'm
really fond of a nice Triceratops.
Oh, another land-based bastard.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just they look really cool.
Yeah, and they've got again great defence mechanisms on their face this time.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
The tri-horn.
The tri-horn, yeah. They look like they can protect themselves.
And others.
And their comrades. And their family.
The family, oh yeah.
And I think they've got little spikes on the back, haven't they?
I think they've all got some varying spikes, haven't they?
Do you think we'll try and bring them back? Like
Jurassic Park?
Yeah. Do you think it's possible?
I mean, I think it is possible, yeah. I think, haven't they brought back, aren't they bringing back woolly mammoths? I think they're going to bring back woolly mammoths.
I saw something to
If
do
you
with
could
that.
bring one of them back, I mean, we'll be at the stage soon where we could just like literally synthetically make strands of DNA, surely.
With the help of AI. Absolutely.
And gene editing and all that jazz. So we could probably, as long as we've got some DNA to kind of know what it should be, we could probably just like make it, stick it in an egg, stick it in something similar to give birth to it. Boom. There's your dinosaur.
Something similar to give birth to it.
No, you know what I mean? Like you don't put a Triceratops in a fucking Chihuahua, would you?
No, but what would you put it in?
Like
a rhino?
Like a rhino, yeah.
A rhino. Yeah,
like a
maybe.
rhino.
Do you
Or like
think-
a large land-based mammal. Like an elephant or a...
Chihuahua. That's not going to go well for the Chihuahua, is it?
No, it's not. It would die during
It
childbirth.
will not blend.
Or the embryo will literally
This is horrible.
get bigger than the actual animal
this
in
is
the first
horrible.
place.
This is horrible. We need to change the subject.
What were we talking about? Would you buy a T-shirt? Would you buy that? That T-shirt?
Has it got a Chihuahua giving birth to a Triceratops on it?
Sorry, Davina.
And we've hijacked your wonderful podcast episodes with
Our dinosaur chat, which will, from now on will become a regular part of the podcast. I've really enjoyed talking about it.
Would you buy a T-shirt?
Absolutely, whatever the design is, I
You're
will
in there.
support Davina because she's a good one.
Would you go and see that band?
Absolutely, of course, I'd go and see just for the bass player alone. That's been a right eye opener for me. Great player. What about you?
Yeah, I'll be there, mate. I'll be there. Sound desk as usual.
Usual spot.
Yep.
Favourite spot.
Amazing.
Right, dude.
It'd be an experience, wouldn't it? It'd be an experience.
Be amazing. Be amazing. Especially with the choir. I mean, I don't know how they're going to all fit on stage. The choir's going to have to be off to the side, I think, innit?
Or they'd be like in the crowd, and it's like, what do they call them? Flash mob. Like flash mob choir.
Flash mob, that would work. That'd be quite immersive, wouldn't it, really?
It would, actually.
Oh, I like that.
Anyway,
Right, dude.
be sure to give Davina,
A follow across all social media. Search for Davina Songbird.
indeed, and have a listen to her music on all streaming platforms.
Yep.
And if you're Nottingham, make sure you get down some of her events that she organises and she attends, open mic
She's
nights
very
and
active.
such.
Very, very active. So just have a little search online and you'll find lots of events and gigs and stuff that she'll be performing at.
Yes, absolute pleasure. Thank you, Davina, for being a part of the podcast.
I know, it's amazing.
Yes. And to our listeners, give us a like, a follow, and a share, please.
And a 5-star review, because we like them very much. And if you didn't like that dinosaur bit, we're very sorry. But there will be more of it next week. Right, dude, time to say goodbye. Go on.
Yep, okay. Until next time, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
We're so sorry to see you go, but thanks for tuning